Hi and welcome. We're going to do some lymphedema exercises today. It's a really nice short exercise program to help you with moving lymph if you've got lymphedema, but also if you don't have lymphedema, it's good for you anyway. This program was designed by my lovely lymphedema specialist physiotherapist, Justine, and I'm here to actually demonstrate it for you today. So we're going to start off today with neck and upper body movement, then we're going to go on to lower body and then extremities, so our arms and our legs. To do this, you may need a chair beside you to help you balance. So if you need a chair, just pop off and get one now. But as we go through, these exercises are nice and simple. You can also do all of these exercises seated as well. So if you find it difficult to balance and stand, all of these exercises you can complete in the seated fashion. So we're going to start with the neck. If you have any pain with any of these movements, please cease the movement or just minimise the movement a little bit to work within your own range of movement. So starting off with the neck, we're just going to do some very simple forward and backward movement with the head. I will be turning to the side every now and then to help you with these exercises, but I'll chat you through as we go along. So to start with, we're just going to drop the chin down and raise the head to look up to the sky. So again, just watching for any pain in the neck. If there's any pain in the neck, just lessen the movement. So up and down. I'll just turn around to the side so you can see that movement, up and down. So with these exercises you can do 8 to 10 movements. I don't tend to count, but if you need to count, 8 to 10 movements on each one. So we're going to now turn the head left to right. So rather than just turning the head, you can turn the shoulders as well if you want to. Get a little bit more movement coming through, because the more movement we have through the body, the better the lymph moves. So we're getting the muscles to move, we're getting the skin to move. It's a little gentle pressure from neck to shoulder. And talking of shoulders, that's where we're going next. So I find it easier to put my hands on my hips. It stops me flailing my arms around as I'm moving the shoulders, and I get a much better movement through the shoulders. So placing your hands on your hips, going to move those shoulders forward. I'm getting beautifully distracted by a blackbird outside as well, so if my eyes are wandering, it's a very beautiful blackbird that's coming to join us as well. So moving the shoulders forward in a circle to begin with, aiming up towards ears, coming around, dropping the shoulders back down, a nice flow of movement, and then going backwards, up to the ears, round the shoulders back. Lovely circles. You can pretend you're drawing circles with those elbows. Really nice and relaxing, just loosening off the shoulders through the muscles as well as getting everything moving through the lymphatics, through the neck and the shoulder and the front of this clavicle here. The next move we're going to do is going to remind you of Saturday Night Fever, so get that little song going in your head. We're going to place the hand in the armpit. So I'm going to turn to the side for you here. Place the fingers into the armpit, the thumb up coming towards the shoulder. Now I'm going to give you a modified one as well, so if you haven't got as much movement as I have through my arms and shoulder, then we're going to modify it for you as well. But to start with, think about Saturday Night Fever, hand out to the side, off the diagonal and down to the hip. Out to the side, down to the hip. So it's gentle pressure from the hand that's on the chest wall and into the armpit. And to modify it, just gently lessen the movement. So we're still getting a lovely movement coming into the armpits. There's a little bit of pressure onto that hand when you move the elbow. If you can do it with a full arm, do it with a full arm and get that dancing. You can get your hips moving at the same time as well if you want to. Coming to the other side, so hand into armpit, arm up, finger up to shoulder, gentle movement across. Get that lovely flow and beats going. So you can do a slow flow, or if you're in the mood, just speed it up a little, but go with the rhythm of your body. Lovely. Good work. The next one, we're going to actually expand the body. We're going to breathe in nice and deeply. We're going to open up the chest So you're stretching across that chest wall, breathing in, and when we breathe out, we're going to come down and curl across the hands across the body. Breathe out, breathing in, coming up and opening up, and breathing out as we come down. I'm going to turn to the side for you again. So breathing in, lovely open chest, breathing out. So this is moving the lymph through the chest wall, through the back. And it's just a lovely open movement. So again, if you find that quite difficult to do, just lessen the movement. So opening up a little bit and closing, dropping that head down. Lovely movement. But if you can expand it, open up and embrace the world. Lovely. And then close it down. Give yourself a lovely hug. So opening up and then a lovely hug. Excellent. Good. Now, we've worked through this chest wall, we've worked through the head and neck to get that lymph moving so it all starts draining. So we've cleared the system to start it draining in. We're going to move to inguinals next, which is just based on our hips. So what I want you to do, if you've got your chair, place your hand on your chair to keep your balance. You're going to place one hand with a little finger going into the crease between the tummy and the thigh. So you're going to place the hand then, thumb comes up as if it's coming up towards your waistband. So holding onto your chair, we're going to do the can-can this time. So another song for your repertoire. So coming up and out. So you're getting a nice little squeeze into that hand from your thigh to your tummy. So getting that nice little rhythm going. You don't have to point your toes, that's just me. And to the other side. So if needs be, turn around. I'll turn as well so you can see it from the side. So hand coming into that thigh. Lovely position there. Little finger is sat on that crease between the tummy and the thigh. We're going to lift up and out. Up and out. Good. I'll come back to the front for you to see it. I'm holding onto my pretend chair. Keep that balance. Excellent work. So we've got the whole of the torso working for us now. We're going to come to our extremities. So we're going to come to the arms and then we're going to sit down and do the legs later. So to start with the arms, place 2 fingers by the crease of the elbow, or you can use your whole hand, depends what you're comfortable with. But we're just going to gently pump. So bringing the arm up towards, maybe giving yourself a pat on the back there. So you're getting a gentle squeeze of that hand into that elbow. You can see that there. So the hand is nice and relaxed as you do it, both sides as ever, but we're just clearing the pumps to get the lymph moving up towards the body. That's it. And we're going to move to the hands. So placing your hand just on the base of your palm, just on your wrist. I'm going to flex backwards and forwards. So again, you've got a lovely flow going there. Listen to your body. If there's any pain anywhere, just lessen the movement. It doesn't need to be big, huge movements, but just lessen the movement if needs be. And moving to the other side. Listening to that body and allowing it to work with you. Perfect. Onto the hands. Now, if you have any issues with arthritis, just do very gentle fist movements. So the higher the better, and the bigger the better. But don't worry, if they're here and you're just getting a very gentle pump through the palm into a gentle fist, that's absolutely fine. But if we can come up to here and do our own razzle dazzle, widen those fingers up, give them a good stretch and then bring them into a fist, and then widen them out, bring them into a fist. So if you can see it better with the black background there. Lovely. keeping that lovely pumping action going through the fingers. Again, just do as many as you think, but usually 8 to 10 will do. Great stuff. So that's our arms done. I'm going to move on to the legs. I'm going to take a seat here. I'm going to start off with behind the knee. So it's a really good lymph section behind the knee. So you're going to place the hand underneath the knee. You can gently lift up or you can just gently lean forward. But we're going to lift, straighten the leg and then bend. Straighten, then bend. So there's gentle pressure behind the knee with the hand. It's getting a nice little squeeze. And then moving to the other side. So holding on behind that knee, getting a lovely little squeeze. There's no pressure in the hand is just there to help pump. And you don't have to point those toes again. You can have your foot wherever you like it. Just lengthen the leg and then bend. Good. Moving down to ankles, we're going to just gently place our hands onto our legs to give a little bit of resistance. We're going to raise the heels and lower. Raise and lower. Now this is lovely to keep that calf moving, keep the lymph moving from the lower leg. And it's nice and simple. You can do this underneath a dining table, just when you're sat down really, just a little bit of movement through the lymph to help resist any pooling around the ankles and the lower limbs. Just help with that movement. And then finally, we're going to do some ankle mobility. So getting the foot to go round in circles, leading with big toe or the little toe, or you can do both. Just getting some lovely movement coming around there, both sides. Really nice to mobilise the ankle, but also really good to help any swelling in the feet as well, just to encourage that movement through the skin and pumping it all the way up to the torso. Good work. So as I say, it's a nice simple routine. I will try and put one together with music where I'm not talking over everything as well for you. But if you have any issues or worries, please talk to your lymphedema specialist, whether that be through the NHS or through your private consultants, physiotherapists and manual lymphatic drainage specialists. But do get some help. Hopefully this will help with some self-management at home. Hopefully it's fun for you as well. If you have any questions, please email me and I will answer them as best I can, and also utilising the expertise of the team I have around me. So thank you very much for watching and have a great day.